Hello, Leo, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Leo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So, with all that being said, Leo, let's get started. How does Leo currently view this relationship? All right, Leo, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, it kind of looks like you're going to find yourself talking to someone new, or you already find yourself talking to someone new / getting to know someone new. So I'm getting, for some of you, you could have already met this person. For others of you, you might find yourself meeting this person very, very soon. Now, I do want to look a little bit more into this person to see what else we can get here off of this person. But it kind of looks like prior to you meeting this person, it kind of looks like you've been a little bit of a workaholic. I'm going to be honest. It kind of looks like the only thing that you've honestly been doing is focusing on your finances, your career, your growth, your expansion, your business if you have one, nothing more, nothing less. But now that this person is in your life, and it just so happens to be someone that you're very interested in, I do see you making room for other things to coexist in your life, because I'm getting that you will be making room for this person and your relationship with this person to grow. So it's just nice to see, you know what I mean, that you're making room for other things to coexist in your life. All right, let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? You and this person might be around the same age. So we do have the Ace of Pentacles, we do have the Page of Cups, and then we also have the Justice card. I feel like this is something that they're going to hold off on expressing to you until they feel like they're 100% sure and or certain is kind of what I'm gathering. But so far, this is somebody who's looking at you as somebody that they can see themselves pursuing a serious relationship with. But I am getting that they're going to hold off on telling you that until like they're 100% sure that you're the one, because they're already looking at you like you're the one, but they just want to be 100% sure that you're the one is what I'm gathering. Okay, so far so good. How does Leo currently feel? Okay. Oh, Leo. I was going to say you did show up as the Queen of Wands, and we do have the Queen of Wands out here, and you're also showing up as the Empress, which, okay. All right. Let's just break this down really quickly here. In regards to how you're currently feeling about this person, your relationship with them, this is definitely somebody that you can see yourself settling down with and building towards a life with. However, because there's a but to all of this, okay? There's a part of you that feels like you may not be ready for a relationship like you thought you were. Because I am definitely getting that you literally go from, okay, I'm ready for a relationship, I'm ready for a relationship, I'm ready for a relationship. And it kind of looks like you attract the very thing that you initially thought you were ready for, right? So now that this person's in your life, and very, very soon they're going to present you with the opportunity for the two of you to go off and build and establish a life with one another. But before this person turns around and pursues you and a life with you, you start to find yourself falling into this energy of, well, I mean, I don't know, I don't know if I'm really ready for a relationship like I thought I was, And mind you, you're experiencing this energy prior to them pushing for more out of you in this dynamic that they share with you. But I think that you know that it's coming. It's coming. You're showing up as a Queen of Wands / Empress. That's telling me that you're somebody who's very, very intuitive. Like you can see something coming from a mile away. Intuitive. You know what I mean? So you know that it's coming. And because you know that it's coming and it's only a matter of time before this person wants more out of you in this relationship that they share with you, we see you falling into this energy of trying to like figure out like what's going to make you happy at the end of the day. Is pursuing them and a life with them going to make you happy, or is just continuing to be single and free and focus on you, your finances, and your career, and your growth, and your expansion is going to essentially make you happy? What's going to really, really make Leo happy? And it kind of looks like that's exactly what you're trying to figure out before this person turns around and pushes for more out of you in this dynamic that they share with you, because you know that it's coming. You know that it's coming. All right, let's look at this person. How does this person, oh, here we go. How does this person currently feel? Okay, here's the thing. They know you're the one. In fact, they're convinced that you're the one. Like this is somebody who can definitely see themselves getting married to you. Okay, especially with the Hierophant coming out here, the Hierophant does speak of marriage. So when they look at you, they think of marriage. Okay, they think of growing old with you. Like that's how you got them essentially feeling, right, on their end. The thing is that they don't really know where you stand in all of this. They don't know how you look at them. They don't know how you feel about them. They don't know if the feeling is essentially mutual or not. They just don't know. And that's the part that kind of like concerns them the most, is that they don't know. They don't know if you feel the same way that they feel about you. They don't know if you're looking at them like they're the perfect person for you. But if it's one thing that I will say, that they're definitely looking at you like you're the perfect person for them. But at the end of the day, right, this person knows there's only one way to find out if the two of you are really on the same page or not. And it does kind of require them to open up to you in reference to, like, you know, how they feel about you and what it is that they want with you. So, Leo, I wish I could sit here and tell you you got a boatload of time to figure out if a relationship is what's going to essentially make you happy, you know, or not. But it kind of looks like you're kind of running out of time, my friend. I see you trying to figure it out as far as like whether or not you're ready for a relationship or not. I just don't feel like you have a lot of time. I really don't feel like you have a lot of time, because I feel like it's only a matter of time before this person opens up to you and tells you how they feel about you and what they want with you, which is higher levels of commitment, okay? Just saying. Now, I definitely do want to look at the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords. They're really hoping you feel the same way that they feel about you, and that you want the exact same things that they want with you. But that's the thing, is that they don't know. They just don't know. Ooh, don't run. All right, we have the Seven of Swords. And then we also have the Lovers, but it came out in the reverse. It kind of looks like, since you guys have been talking to one another / getting to know one another, you haven't given them the impression that you want a relationship with them, or you haven't had conversations with them about the two of you pursuing a relationship with one another. It's either one or the other is kind of what I'm gathering. And that's kind of why there's a little worried and concerned that you may not want a relationship with them, because they clearly want a relationship with you. But when it comes on to you, it's like they can't recall you ever having a conversation with them about how the two of you should totally be together and run off into the sunset with one another. Like, they know that you like them and they know that you're into them. They know that. But as far as like the two of you taking things a step further than what you guys currently have with one another, that's the part they don't know. You know what I mean? That's the part that they don't know. And they know there's a possibility, right, that you may not be ready for a relationship and that the feeling may not be mutual here, but they also know that there's only one way to find out, okay? So let's keep going. What actions will Leo take towards this person or moving forward? So we do have the Queen of Pentacles, we do have the World, we also have the Four of Wands, and then we also have the Emperor. So this is just acting as a double confirmation that this person is about to pop the question. Okay, they're about to pop the question. They're about to start pushing for what they essentially want with you, which is higher levels of commitment. Now, here's the thing. I feel like you want exactly what this person wants with you, because you do perceive this person as somebody who fits what you're looking for within a person. You guys are very compatible. I mean, for crying out loud, we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles out here, and then we also have the Emperor to the Empress. I mean, you and this person are very, very compatible to one another, so it makes sense as to why they so badly want to be with you, but it also makes sense as to why you so badly want to be with them. However, even though we do see this person pushing for what it is that they essentially want with you, I kind of see you a little bit on the fence when it comes down to starting a whole new chapter / cycle with them. And I feel like it has a lot to do with this like inner conflict that you're already experiencing. So let's dive a little bit more into that and see what's going on. And then we'll jump back over to this person. Tell me more about the World for Leo. Come on. Tell me more about the World for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So we do have the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more about the World. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Leo, I'm gonna be honest with what I'm saying here. As far as this person pushing for higher levels of commitment is concerned, I do feel like you're going to turn around and cave in, right? And decide to pursue higher levels of commitment with them right back, okay? Now, that's not the problem that I'm having here. The problem that I'm having here is that you're proceeding forward. Scoot over. You're proceeding forward in this dynamic, having one foot in and one foot out. So yes, I do see you starting a whole new chapter / cycle with this person, and it's stemming from a place of, well, you know what? Yeah, there is a part of me that feels like I may not be entirely ready for a relationship, but let's be honest here. Like, when am I ever going to meet someone like this ever again? Probably never, right? And I don't want to really miss out on a really good opportunity, so I'm going to pursue it, and that's what we see you doing, right? But as you're pursuing them in a life with them, we got this energy showing up here for you. With the Page of Wands coming out here in the reverse to the Hierophant coming out here in the reverse, that's kind of telling me that a part of you doesn't really want this. And I'm kind of curious as to why. I want to see the why don't you want this? Like, why do you feel like you don't want this? Why do you feel like you're not ready for this? Because there's like 50% of you that wants this, and there's that other 50% of you that's like, I mean, I don't really want to be in a relationship. I don't really want to be tied down right now. Like, it has that type of feel to it. How do I explain you? I feel like, God, it's one of those things where it's like perfect person, but the timing is just like, I guess, god awful in your book. Yeah, it has that type of feel to it. Tell me more about the Page of Wands in the reverse to the Hierophant in the reverse. Tell me more about the Page of Wands in the reverse to the Hierophant in the reverse. Okay. I see. Okay, so there's a few things happening here that is causing you to like develop this inner conflict. So it has a lot to do with the fact that prior to you settling down, it's like you had this like whole plan for yourself, right? When it comes down to the things you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself and, you know, things of that nature before you turn around and settle down. So it kind of looks like there's certain things in life that you do want to accomplish and achieve for yourself before you settle down. What exactly do you want to accomplish and achieve? I don't know. Only you would obviously know that. But I feel like that does play a massive role in this inner conflict that you're experiencing. And it also has a lot to do with the fact that you've never really had the best experience in a marriage and a relationship with anyone. So a lot of you can't help but to feel like, great, I'm signing myself up to get hurt again. I'm signing myself up to get lied to again. I'm signing myself up to get disappointed again and go through this and go through that. And I just don't want to go through that. I just don't want to go through that. I just don't want to go through that. You've found a lot of comfort in being single and alone, because being single and alone, you don't got to worry if somebody's playing you. You don't got to worry about if somebody's lying to you, gaslighting you, doing this, down the third behind your back. You don't have to worry about any of those things when you're single and alone. The only thing that you got to worry about is yourself, you know? So yeah, that kind of plays a massive role in why you're experiencing this inner conflict. And to be totally honest, you know, a lot of you feel like when it comes down to your relationship with this person, you know, it's only a matter of time before they start lying to you. It's only a matter of time before they start acting sneaky. It's only a matter of time before, you know, they do something to hurt you, to disappoint you, to let you down. And the reason why you feel this way is because everyone that you dealt with prior basically put you through this. So what makes them so different? That's kind of how you're looking at the situation. So it's like you're deciding to go off and build and establish a life with someone while having a boatload of doubts and reservations and the whole, but what if this happens? And then what if that happens? And we know why you're doing it, right? It's in the name of, well, let's be honest, when am I ever going to meet someone like this ever again? I mean, look at them. They seem great. We're so compatible. We mesh so well with one another. I mean, come on. When is an opportunity like this going to really present itself to me ever again? Like, and that's why you're deciding to see it through, even despite your doubts and reservations. Okay. What actions? Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. Interesting. This feels like phases that they're going through within this dynamic that they share with you. So things start off really good / great between the two of you. Wonderful. You guys turn around and take things a step further, right? With one another. It's looking good. It's looking great. And then boom, this happens where they start to find themselves feeling like you don't really want this. You don't really want this connection like you say you do. Like something's leading them to think and believe that you don't really want this like you say you do. Or something's making them feel like you don't really want this relationship. Tell me more about the Four of Cups. We have the Ten of Wands, but that came out in the reverse. We also have the Justice card in the reverse. Something's causing this person to feel like you don't want this dynamic here with them. Let's see what's happening though. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay. All right. I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like that's what you're doing. Going back to like literally what I just said, right? Because you dealt with a lot of people that lied to you, betrayed you, deceived you, disappointed you, hurt you, you're kind of looking at this person like, but come on, like what makes them so different? Like if everybody else I've ever dealt with has lied to me, betrayed me, and deceived me, like what honestly makes them so different? What makes them so special, right? It kind of looks like what's going to, it kind of looks like what's going to cause this person to essentially feel like you don't really want this like you say you do, is because we do see you disconnecting from them emotionally speaking, okay? And the reason why you're disconnecting from this person emotionally speaking, and by the way, they're going to feel it. The moment that you detach yourself emotionally from them, they're going to feel it. So anyways, so we do see you detaching yourself from this person emotionally speaking. We still see you technically with them, but you're detaching yourself from them emotionally, but it's in the name of, well, I know that they're gonna hurt me. I know that they're gonna lie to me. I know that they're gonna gaslight me. I know that it's only a matter of time before they start hiding stuff from me and doing, you know, sneaky stuff behind my back. So, you know what? Let me just detach myself emotionally speaking from this person because I just know. I just know that it's coming. I know that they're gonna do it. Let me just detach myself now. You know what I mean? Emotionally from this person. And some of you might detach yourself entirely from the situation. But it's not because they said anything or did anything that caused you to detach from this person entirely or just simply emotionally. Because I am getting, for some of you, you're going to choose to continue to remain with this person. You're just not going to allow yourself to be emotionally invested. For others of you, you might just detach yourself from the whole entire situation entirely. But it's stemming from a place of, well, I know that they're going to put me through this, down the third at some point. So before I give them the chance and or opportunity to play me, I'm just going to go ahead and excuse myself now, or I'm just going to go ahead and detach myself emotionally now. You're doing one or the other, right? The bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant, and then we also have the Page of Pentacles. Then we got the Six of Pentacles, but that came out in the reverse. Then we also have the Emperor, and then we also have the Tower. Okay, let's talk. You are definitely comparing this person to everyone else that you've ever essentially dealt with. And because you're doing that, Leo, it's causing you to feel like it is in your best interest to exit the building now before, you know, this person plays you, before this person betrays you, before this person deceives you. Now, you're not, listen, if in the event you ever do get up and walk away from this relationship, it's not because they played you. It's not because they did anything sneaky behind your back. It's not because they deceived you. It's because you think that they're going to, because that's what everybody else has done to you. So, you know, you're kind of looking at them like, well, what makes them so damn different? What makes them so special? But you know what's crazy is that this legit is all in your head. And here's why I say this, because we have the High Priestess out here to the Page of Pentacles. The High Priestess basically represents your intuition. Your intuition is telling you you're dealing with a trustworthy person. The Page of Pentacles represents somebody who's trustworthy. So your intuition, which is the very thing that will never lie to you, is telling you, well, you could trust them. But it's like your mind is telling you, oh, no, I can't. And then what's causing you to furthermore think, believe, and feel like you can't is because, well, again, it's like what makes them so different. I mean, if everybody else lied to me, who's to say they're not going to turn around and lie to me? I mean, come on. What are the odds? What are the odds? You know what I mean? And it's furthermore like causing you to feel like, yeah, we need to exit the building before we give this one a chance to play us. Okay, we need to walk away now, you know, or you're just going to detach yourself emotionally. So you're either going to detach yourself emotionally, or you're just going to detach yourself entirely at some point is what I'm gathering. And I want to make this clear. It's not that you're walking away from this person because they did anything. You would be walking away from this person because you think that one day they just might. You're walking away or disconnecting emotionally for those reasons. Nothing more and nothing less. Which is unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. I mean, we did get the High Priestess. Oh, there's the High Priestess. We did get the High Priestess, and then we also have the Hierophant. You stay over there. Another true pair situation here between you and this person. You know, at the end of the day, you know you mean well. You just don't believe that they do. And it's because, come on, everybody else lied to you. They're probably lying to you too. Like, it's kind of coming from that place too. But it's crazy because they actually do mean well. You just don't think that they do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now, keep in mind, this energy of you wanting to depart from the relationship or detach yourself emotionally from the relationship, you know, might end up happening very, very soon, or it might end up happening months from now, because what I see you guys doing next is taking things a step further with one another. That's what I see you guys doing next. So as far as the energy of I need to walk away before this person plays me, it might happen a month from now. It might happen a year from now. I mean, it's gonna hit you guys at a different time, right? But point is that I do see it eventually hitting you, and I do see you going as far as to leave somebody who actually means well and doesn't have any sort of intentions of playing you because you just think that they might one day. And that's not really fair, you know what I mean, for this person, especially because they do mean well, you know. But I get it. Like, your whole thing is, I just don't want to get played again, you know. I just don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to get betrayed again. I just don't want to go through this again. And it's just, I just feel, or I just think that they're going to do this to me. And I don't want to go through this. And I don't want to go through that. So I'd rather just walk away. But you would be walking away from a really good thing. I'm just being honest, okay? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading.